You zip up your bag the way you've done for years. Shoes check, toothpaste check, headphones check. You're thinking, all right, I'm good to go. But here's the shocker. In 2025, you might not be good at all. The TSA is confiscating more items than ever, and it's not just the obvious things like knives or oversized shampoo bottles. Nope, we're talking about protein powder, smart luggage, even water bottles. Everyday items you and I have carried for decades without a second thought are suddenly getting pulled from carry-ons all across America. And the worst part? Most travelers, especially seniors, don't even know these rules changed until it's too late. I've seen folks lose something personal, important, even expensive, right at the checkpoint. So today, I'm walking you through the 10 surprising things TSA is confiscating in 2025 plus a bonus rule that's catching a lot of travelers off guard. Stick around, because number 7, that one might be sitting in your medicine cabinet right now. Number 1. Powders like protein mix, flour, and pancake mix. Remember the days when you could toss a little pouch of Tang or Carnation instant breakfast into your bag for the flight? Harmless, right? Not anymore. Here's the deal. Anything powdery over 12 ounces, about the size of a soda can trigger extra screening. That includes protein powder for smoothies, flour, pancake mix, baby formula, even powdered drink mixes. Why? TSA scanners sometimes confuse powders with chemicals or explosives, and if your powder isn't clearly labeled, expect delays. Some travelers have been pulled aside for nothing more than a container of electrolyte mix. The fix? Keep powders under 12 ounces. If you need more, pre-portion into smaller bags, label them, and place them in a separate bin at security. It'll save you from a lot of stress. Number 2. Smart luggage. Back in the 70s and 80s, the fanciest suitcase was the one with a hard shell and 4 wheels. Today, luggage comes with GPS, USB ports, and built-in batteries. Sounds handy, right? Here's the catch. If the battery in your smart suitcase can't be removed, TSA can confiscate the entire bag even at check-in. That's right. You could lose your 400 suitcase because the lithium-ion battery inside is considered a fire hazard in the cargo hold. Brands like Away and Samsonite actually had to redesign certain models because of this rule. So, before you travel, check your suitcase. If the battery can be removed without tools, you're good. If not, leave it at home. Number 3. Reusable water bottles. We grew up with glass thermoses, then moved on to plastic bottles, and now most of us have those fancy reusable ones. But here's the problem. In 2025, some of these bottles are being flagged. Why? Because newer models sometimes come with hidden compartments, pill holders, stash spaces, even detachable bases that look suspicious on the scanner. And the TSA doesn't have time to play detective. If they see something odd, they'll just take it. Solution? Stick to simple, clear bottles with no secret storage, and always empty them before security. Number 4. External laptop batteries. Here's one that shocks even tech-savvy seniors. If your laptop battery pack is over 100 watt-hours, you need airline approval. Over 160 watt-hours, it's banned completely. The problem is, most TSA agents aren't going to do the math for you. If the label isn't crystal clear, they'll pull it. And if it's in your checked bag, forget it. Power banks and spare batteries must go in your carry-on, period. Insider trick. Look at the volts and amp hours on the label. Multiply them together, and that's your watt-hour rating. If it's over 100, call your airline before you fly. Number 5. Toys that look like weapons. This one hits families hard. When my kids were little, I could pack a plastic lightsaber or a toy cap gun for the trip. Today? No way. TSA has cracked down on anything that resembles a weapon, even if it's neon-colored or made of foam. Toy guns, swords, lightsabers, foam nunchucks, superhero figurines with tiny plastic weapons. If it looks suspicious, it's not going through. There have been cases where whole families were delayed because of one toy pistol in a backpack. My advice? Leave the toy arsenal at home. Number 6. Camping gear. For those of you who love the outdoors, this one's a heartbreaker. Tent stakes, camping stoves, even certain lightweight tools are now flagged as dual use. That means TSA sees them as potential weapons. Fuel canisters are absolutely banned, and even stove parts can be confiscated if they look sharp or unusual. One traveler recently lost a 300 ultralight stove because of a tiny adapter. If you're going camping, ship your gear ahead or buy it at your destination. And whatever you do, don't pack fuel or gas canisters. Number 7. Prescription medication. This one's a biggie, especially for seniors. Certain medications are now flagged at checkpoints because of their active ingredients. That includes common sleep aids, some anxiety meds, pain relievers with codeine, even a few allergy pills. And here's the kicker. If TSA finds them in a generic pill organizer, unlabeled, they can confiscate them. Worse, you could face extra screening or even temporary detainment until it's sorted out. The safe move? Always travel with your meds in their original prescription bottles. Carry a copy of your prescription and a doctor's note if possible. Declare it before you get screened, not after. Number 8. Grooming devices with hidden batteries. Electric razors, toothbrushes, hair clippers, we all use them. But some older models, especially international ones, use lithium batteries that don't meet TSA's standards. If the battery type isn't clear, TSA may just pull the device. That's a problem if you rely on it for daily grooming, or worse, if it's a medical device. Solution? Make sure your device has a visible label showing the battery's watt hours. And always keep them in your carry-on. Number 9. Homemade snacks in foil. Remember when packing sandwiches for a trip was part of the fun? You'd wrap them in foil, toss them in your bag, and be on your way. Well, in 2025, that's a problem. TSA scanners can't see through foil. So when they spot a dense package, they have to pull your whole bag apart to check. That could mean delays, missed connections, and a lot of frustration. So skip the foil. Use clear plastic wrap, parchment, or a simple container. Your sandwich will still taste just as good, and you'll breeze through security. Number 10. Spiritual items and herbal powders. For many of us, travel isn't just about sightseeing, it's about carrying little pieces of our culture and traditions. Incense, herbal blends, sacred powders. But here's the issue. If these items aren't clearly labeled, TSA may confiscate them. Strong-smelling herbs, sand, or powders can trigger alarms. And if the screener isn't familiar with the item, they may toss it just to be safe. If you're traveling with sacred or cultural items, pack them carefully, label them, and declare them. That way, something meaningful doesn't end up in the trash. Our bonus rule: overstuffed bags. Here's one that frustrates almost everyone. You measured your carry-on. It fits the size chart. You weighed it. You're under the limit. So why did TSA or the airline pull it aside? Because in 2025, overstuffed bags are quietly being rejected. Even if your suitcase technically meets the dimensions, if it's bulging or expanded, it won't fit in the bin, and that's enough for them to charge you a fee or force you to check it. Insider tip: zip down those expansion panels, detach extra gear, and do a test fit at home. Don't let a 90 fee ruin the start of your trip. So, which of these caught you by surprise? Have you ever had something taken by TSA that you thought was perfectly harmless? Drop your story in the comments. I read every single one, and you might see yours in an upcoming video. If this video helped you, tap that thumbs up. It tells YouTube this is the kind of info seniors actually need. And hit subscribe, because every week we break down the new travel rules before they ruin your trip. Until next time, travel smart, pack light, and keep those carry-ons clean.